Hello everyone. So basically I will quickly review on what we covered in today's live session. The topic for today's class was to learn about tropical deciduous or monsoon forests. So basically the main goal is to understand the climatic conditions, the characteristics of the deciduous forest, some of the important trees of the forest, and we will look at the distribution of the deciduous forest or monsoon forest in India. So let us begin. Now, what are the climatic conditions? First, rainfall between 100 to 200 centimeter. This is the first important climatic condition that is required for the growth of monsoon forest or deciduous forest. Now, if you try to recall, in the evergreen forest, we've learned that evergreen requires rainfall more than 200 centimeter, whereas this deciduous forest requires 100 to 200 centimeter of rainfall. Second, temperature is almost the same. 24 to 27 degrees Celsius is essential for the growth of the forest, and the relative humidity has to be at least 60 to 80%. So moisture content has to be 60 to 80% with rainfall between 100 to 200 and temperature between 24 to 27. So these are the three important climatic conditions which are required for the growth of monsoon or deciduous forest. Now, important characteristics of the forest. The first and the most important characteristics is that the trees shed their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks during summer. Okay, why do they shed the leaves? Because of the water shortage. So because these trees shed their leaves 6 to 8 weeks during summer, because due to water shortage, because subsoil water is also not enough for the trees and leaves, so that is why they shed to minimize the water. All right, so that is why we call it as deciduous meaning something that sheds its leaves annually. All right, shedding its leaves annually. So the first important characteristic is that the trees shed, okay, the leaves drop for about 6 to 8 weeks so that water shortages is prevented. Second, tropical deciduous or monsoon is the most important forest economically. They are the most commercially very important forest to a country. Why? Because they yield valuable timber and many other forest products, because important timber are derived from these forests. That's why they are economically very important. All right, secondly, they are found in pure stands, meaning not of mixed type. Okay, the pure stand meaning same variety on a larger scale. That is why it makes them easy to exploit commercially. Now that's the difference between deciduous and evergreen. In the evergreen, they were not found in pure stands. Okay, they were of mixed type, whereas in deciduous they are found in pure stands, meaning a few variety of trees but on a larger scale. All right, that is why it becomes easier for us to exploit it commercially. That is why deciduous forest is the most important commercially and economically. It is the most important forest in India. All right, commercially and economically, because they are found in pure stand, and secondly they give us really valuable timber, a timber which has value for money. All right, so that is why deciduous forest is commercially and economically very important for our country. So these are the characteristics of deciduous forest. Now some of the trees, the first and the most important trees of the deciduous is teak. We all know, we've heard about this teak. Teak is a hardwood. It is a durable timber used for making expensive furniture, even in boats, making boats and house construction. Like you can see here how furniture can be made from this hardwood teak. All right, so teak is a very important and a very significant and durable timber for making furnitures, for shipbuilding and construction purpose. So teak is important. Sometimes they can ask you in name the following. Second is sal. Now sal is again a hardwood and heavy. They're heavy, useful for construction of houses and even railway sleepers. Construction of houses, like you can see, for making window panels, door, okay, and railway sleepers, like you can see. Okay, here are your sal, which is used for railway sleepers, okay, for railway tracks. So that is sal, which is the second variety of deciduous forest. Third is sandalwood. Sandalwood is a sweet smelling timber and is mostly used in cosmetic industry. You see it in perfumes and even in making incense sticks. Okay, so like you can see your cosmetics for your sunscreen, sometimes it is used as sandalwood. Even in your soaps will have sandalwood, perfumes, and even incense sticks can be made out of this soft wood. Okay, that is sandalwood. Okay, so please remember the keyword sweet smelling. And if you get for cosmetic, perfume, you should know that it is sandalwood. And here are a few other varieties. Simul. Simul is soft and white. They're softwood, which is white in color, mostly match boxes. That's a keyword. Sometimes they ask you name the following. Toys are made of simul. I'm sure you've seen toys which are made up of white color looking and very soft wood. That is simul. Mulberry is another variety which mulberry leaves are fed to silkworm and very popular in the silk industry. Even you can make sports good out of mulberry tree like your cricket stumps. And jamun, its timber is used for making house construction. And fruit, jamun is very very important. It has a great medicinal value against pressure and diabetes. So these are some of the varieties and important trees found in the deciduous or monsoon forest, and each are very significant because they provide us with valuable timber. At the same time, medicinal wise also they are very very important for us. Now distribution, if you remember when we were learning about evergreen forest, we learned that evergreen forests are found on the western slope of Western Ghats. So now, whereas deciduous forests are found in the eastern slope of Western Ghats. So if this is your Western Ghat, you can see this is your western side, this is the eastern side. So eastern side of Western Ghats, you see your deciduous forest, whereas this western side is your evergreen forest. Okay, evergreen, like we've covered in the last class. Chota Nagpur Plateau region, even in the Chota Nagpur region you would find, okay, and some states covering Bihar, UP, Chhattisgarh. So please try to remember again your region separately and your states separately. Region would be eastern slope of Western Ghats, Chota Nagpur. States would be Bihar, UP, Chhattisgarh. Now here are a few questions for you to solve. Please try to understand the question carefully. Rewatch the video if you require. And if you have any doubts, questions, please feel free to get back. So that is about your deciduous or monsoon forest. I hope you all are keeping track of your assignments. I shall be sending the answer key in the group once all of you submit your assignments. Okay. So thank you for all those who attended the live session today, and people who missed out, no need to worry. You can use this. This is the exact thing that I covered in today's session. Okay. So thank you so much.